Imagine being thrown into a pit by your own brothers, left to die, only to be rescued by passing traders, and then rising to become one of the most powerful men in a foreign land. This is the remarkable story of Joseph, a man whose life was marked by both betrayal and blessing. As we delve into his journey, we find invaluable lessons on forgiveness, faith, and destiny. In the book of Genesis, we read about Joseph's brothers, who, out of jealousy, plotted against him. But as Joseph would later say, "But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive." This statement reveals a profound truth about God's ability to transform evil into good, and it is a theme that runs throughout Joseph's life. As we explore Joseph's story, we see a young man who was given dreams by God, dreams that spoke of his future greatness, as it is written, "And he said, Here, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed, for behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf." These dreams, however, became the catalyst for the jealousy of his brothers, who could not bear the thought of Joseph ruling over them. Their actions, though evil, were used by God to set Joseph on a path that would lead him to Egypt, where he would eventually become a leader, interpreting dreams for Pharaoh himself. Joseph's journey was not without its challenges. He faced enslavement, false accusations, and imprisonment. Yet, through it all, he remained faithful, trusting in God's plan for his life. As the psalmist writes, "The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all," reminding us that God's sovereignty extends over all aspects of our lives. Joseph's faith was tested, but it did not falter. Instead, it grew stronger as he continued to trust in God's goodness and provision. The story of Joseph teaches us about the power of forgiveness. When Joseph's brothers came before him, seeking help during a time of famine, he had every right to seek revenge. However, instead of vengeance, Joseph chose to forgive, saying, "Fear not, for am I in the place of God." This act of forgiveness was not just a personal choice, but a reflection of God's character, who is merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth. As we reflect on Joseph's life, we see a man who is deeply aware of God's presence and purpose in his life. His story encourages us to trust in God's plan, even when the circumstances seem daunting. It reminds us that our experiences, whether good or bad, are part of a larger narrative that God is weaving. As Joseph said, "But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." We too can trust that God is working all things together for our good. In the end, Joseph's story is one of hope and redemption. It shows us that no matter what challenges we face, God is always at work, shaping our lives according to his purpose. As we navigate our own journeys, may we remember the lessons from Joseph's life: to forgive as we have been forgiven, to trust in God's sovereignty, and to believe that he is working all things together for our good. If you've been inspired by Joseph's story and would like to explore more stories of faith and redemption, please subscribe to Grace Stream for more encouraging content.